Hello and welcome to Renee's Spiritual Ways. In this video, I am going to be discussing the new moon in Aries that is happening on March 21st. If you've been following me, you know all about the new moons and what they represent. They represent new beginnings, new cycles, blank page, a chance to really plant new seeds and start new projects and start new manifestation lists and see them manifest over the time of the new moon into the full moons. This new moon is particularly very unique within itself because it's falling on the first day after the first day of spring is March 20th. This is happening on March 21st, okay? It's also, the new moon is in Aries, which is, Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. So we have all these ones, okay? It's the 21st, okay? There's a one. It's the day after the first day of spring, and it's the first sign in the zodiac. So synchronicity is definitely surrounding this new moon. So everything and anything that you want to manifest, even if you've been working on manifest and bringing things into fruition into your life, this is literally going to be the momentum power, excuse me, that you need to succeed. Like, it will just benefit you in all manifestation matters, right? So I am going to be looking down to read because it's a lot of information, all right? So let's get into it. Like I said, keep working on what you want to manifest. The new moon energy is feeding it all with the energy of momentum to spring forward, right? The new moon on the 21st is in Aries. This marks the beginning of a new cycle. The Pisces new moon is gone, and now this starts the Aries new moon cycle. This is a good time to commit to personal goals that express the positive energies in the sign of the Ram, okay? It's time to take action, try something new and innovative, and go with the gusto and confidence. Be assertive without being abrasive, okay? So Aries is a sign of fire, okay? It's a fire sign. So fire sign is all about passion, what ignites you, what makes you feel it in your solar plex that, oh, I really just want this. If I had this, I would feel fulfillment. I would feel satisfied, right? So be aggressive, but don't be abrasive. So aggressively saying mantras, like my favorite manifestation mantra is things are always working out for me. That's general, and you can also have it in your mind of what you want to manifest. Things are always working out for me towards my goals, right? Okay, so take charge of your life, start a brand new project, and discover your own personal courage. Fire sign, you think about Leo as a fire sign, the lion, courage. Find your courage. Dig deep down inside of yourself and grab that and go with it. Now is the time to ignite your passions and to find your courage to manifest the life that you want and the goals that you want to bring into your life. Okay. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, and thus the new moon in Aries is especially ripe with opportunity for new beginnings. A day after the first day of a new season, that it's all about new growth and new beginnings. We might consider acting on a constructive impulse and following a hunch and taking a risk. Now is the time, especially with the fire sign at your back. Aries learns through experience and action. And we might treat ourselves to a little adventure now. Springtime, you think you want to get outside when the days are longer and the sun is warm. It's all about taking action and going on adventures, right? Get into the woods, to walk along the beach. You might discover new things about you and new things about your environment that you never knew before, right? Or take a drive, try in a restaurant. I don't know, try a new project, get in contact with somebody they haven't talked to in a while. Maybe there's a fresh new start there. The possibilities are definitely endless when it comes to this new start, okay? So, where was I? Aries learns through experience and action. We might treat ourselves to a little adventure now. Sorry to repeat. It's also a good cycle under which to discover the benefits of expressing ourselves with authenticity. Express ourselves as we are without putting on airs. Very important. When it comes to expressing yourself, try to never hold back, because if you hold back, then you're kind of like holding back yourself when it comes to expressing. We might find ways to learn how to rely on ourselves and be happy about doing. It will go a long way towards finding inner happiness when we know that we can be self-sufficient without blaming others for not helping us out. It's time to revitalize ourselves through experience that breaks the routine and that involves doing something new and fresh. The new moon occurs in the very first degree of Aries, in the very first sign of the zodiac, suggesting a particularly strong new beginning theme globally. Its alignment with Mercury adds mental communication theme to the fresh start. Mars, the ruler of Aries, forms an out-of-sign square to the lunation, and while we're ready to work hard and pace ourselves, we can be impulsive and premature, okay? To use the vibes to the best of our ability, we must not lose sight of our long-term vision as we work towards our goals. So you may be at step 1, and you may not even know what step 3 is, right? But at least you're planting the seed and you're starting at step 1. And then all you need to do is, sometimes you make up as we go. We can have a vision and we can know what our end goal is, and we may not be able to fill in everything in between, and that's okay. We don't have to have all the answers when we start a new journey. It's part of growth. It's part of, and you might have A through Z figured out, but guess what? Write it in pencil, because there's always going to be room for improvement. And as you go along the journey, you might want to go down a different path and discover something else that fits better for you, or that is something else that you wanted to do when you started on this journey. You may have walked saying, hey, you know what? I want to buy a house in this particular town, right? And you start to explore that town and you start to vibe with it. And you're like, I kind of don't like the energy here, right? And then all of a sudden a house in a different town that's a house of your dreams, be like, oh my God, that's the house I want to get, but it's not in the place that I wanted or I thought I wanted. So you know what? Life is about the journey. Just enjoy the journey that you're on, okay? And this is telling us to do so, all right? So to manifest under this new moon, focus on yourself. Do you have a particular goal in mind? Do you want to show up in the world in a more authentic way? This, is there a risk that you've felt called to take, but your logical mind continues to talk yourself out of it? Okay, so we think logically. We think of, when we're manifesting, how it happens is not our business, okay? We can just say, I want this, and then ask for it and go general. Things are always working out for me. Don't get your logical mind to block what you can do and what you can bring into your life and what you can have, okay? A lot of us do that, and a lot of us never get to our goals, right? We never fulfill what we think that we want, okay? So how you can take better care of yourself spiritually and emotionally, ask yourself that, and physically, okay? Because it's all about mind, body, and soul, taking care of thyself. And then you must ask yourself, ask yourself before you do something or make a decision, how does this feel? Does this feel lightened? Does it light me up? Does it make me feel excited to do? Or, oh God, I don't want to do that. And if you feel like you're being shrunk down, don't do it. If you feel like you're being expanded, go for it. Okay? So shortly after the new moon occurs, here's a important piece. Pluto, the planet of death and rebirth, moves into Aquarius. This change is the first after 200 years. There's a lot of changes happening here. So it's very significant and powerful. Pluto brings even more fresh energy, embracing change and beginnings. Some things in your life will be torn down, that's okay, and burned to the ground, but only so you can rebuild them again, okay? Fresh start. So what we start doing in this window would be long lasting. Trust me, it would be best to harness this energy and run with it. So guess what? Grab a dream, plant a seed, and run with it, because now is the time to manifest what you want in your life. So that is it. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.